when I was a little kid, like when I first started, 10 years old, I tried DMing and I had no idea what I was doing and I wasn't very good at it. And I did the same thing like in my late teens, early 20s again. I tried maybe one or two times running a game and it was just a train wreck. Yesterday was fun. I really enjoyed telling you all that story, that bedtime D&D story. And today there's really only one thing that's kind of in my mind, and it's really, I don't know that I have an answer to the question that's been in my head or what, but I thought it would be fun to just have a quick chat about it, share this, again, this vlog that I'm running, this D&D and RPG vlog. It's sort of like my way of just keeping track of what's going on really in my world in regards to D&D and the RPG community. And again, it's just from like my perspective as to what I'm aware of, what I get exposed to. And there's so much happening out there every single day. Well, one of the things that I'm really keen on lately is that I'm really digging into Matthew Colville's Running the Game playlist on YouTube. He has put together some really incredible advice for new DMs and old DMs alike. His intention when he started this playlist was to inspire people to take on the role of the DM, like to demystify it, to like say, look, it's really not that hard. This is what you can do, and here's my years of experience. Let me share it with you to make it seem less daunting and a lot of fun and make it easier and sort of guide you through the process and help you to maybe avoid some of the pitfalls that I've made. And one of the things that's really incredible about Matt Colville is he's a very humble guy. At least this is how he comes across. He presents himself and expresses himself in a very he cops to his mistakes. He admits that he's a flawed human like all of us, and it makes him for me anyway, it makes him really approachable. And then on top of him just seeming to be like a really genuinely nice guy, he also has an incredible delivery style and years of experience that he is just, divesting to us his wisdom, his insight and his input, and it's been super helpful for me. I just watching this playlist, these videos that he strung together, I can tell already that it's making me a better DM. I've only really seriously been a DM for like the last few years. I started like about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and that's rough. I've probably DM'd less than 75 sessions. I know in our Agit game it's at 61, I think, is the next session we're going to record, and I've done a few one-shots, so not much though. That's super limited. I've done a little bit of other stuff, but really, I think it's like less than 70, to be completely honest. When I was a little kid, like when I first started, 10 years old, I tried DMing and I had no idea what I was doing and I wasn't very good at it. And I did the same thing like in my late teens, early 20s again. I tried maybe one or two times running a game and it was just a train wreck. Oh my god. Like one game, I was trying to run a game for like 10 or 12 dudes. It was ridiculous. It was total chaos and a complete fail. I guess it was fun, but nothing really happened. It was ridiculous. So anyway, I sort of put DMing aside for a long time, and then now here in my 40s came back to it again, and I'm really enjoying it, and constantly like asking myself like, what can I do to get better as DM? Because when I go back and look at what I was doing a couple years ago, like at the beginning of the Agit storyline or whatever you want to call it, oh god, was I making a lot of mistakes. And I still make mistakes, but I've definitely gotten much better about like riding the wave and improving and just like doing yes and as much as possible. Try to make the game fun for everybody playing. I feel like I'm getting a better and better. And watching this series by Matt Coleville has really honed in on some of those skills, and I mean, I'm making huge leaps, at least internally. My understanding of how to be a better DM is changing fast, which is super cool. And so the thing that's on my mind is that he posed this really great question of like, what, so looking at other games and other, DMs, and not comparing yourself at all, but only looking at them in the sense of like how they are different and what you can learn from them. And what I'm realizing is, I hadn't thought about it very much, but I think I really, really like a tactical game. I like combat a lot. I like dungeon crawls a lot. And ultimately, I like story a lot. So that has been my main focus over the last few months. And I want to make so now I think what I'm learning, at least like what's on my mind today, is moving forward, I really want to make sure the games that I run are fun, first and foremost, of course. Tell a good story, not just me telling the story, but like everybody that's participating, the players and myself, telling a good story with like lots of like crazy cool combat. I dig that stuff. I can't help it. I like that. I think that's one of the reasons I like Roll20, because it's a pretty good tool for doing tactical combat. It's not perfect. I'd rather be on a mat with minis, because that's way more fun. But it's the tool I have access to, and it works. I'm going to think more about this, and I'll probably talk more about this on the vlog tomorrow. Keep tuning in, because, I want to see you at a table someday. Keep rolling 20s until then, and remember, it's your game. Play your way. There's one for the end.